Hello, and welcome to Dolphin Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Logic Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Logic Dolphin on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, pretty much any avenue. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch, and Sentinels of Earth Prime is in active development. You can find more information on those games at Handelabra.com. This is the last Dolphins Dive of the year. Hate to break it to you, but I will not be streaming again until next year. Hope you can wait until then. Of course, this is December 29th on the stream. I'm not sure when the YouTube video will be released, as I believe Handelabra, the company itself, is on break. So this could be up on like January 6th, in which case, if you're watching this in the new year, this sounds rather extreme. You're not going to see me until 2024. No, I'm talking from 2022's perspective. I believe last year I did like a one-off of every game, where I just went through all of the Handelabra products and did one final game. I don't really plan on doing that this time. Just because I have a backshot one-shot backlog. Wow, combined a bunch of words together. This is the current one-shot. I haven't heard anything about this one. I know last week's was the one that was particularly fiendish for some people, but I minted it. But we have the backlog to attend to, and last week we tried this one and we failed, but it is a random start, which means that this attempt could fare better. If it doesn't go well, maybe we'll do it again, maybe we won't. I don't know. One thing's for sure, next week is the start of the month and also the start of the year, which means it will be the monthly Oblivion match, so we won't be seeing this next week in any case. But yeah, I'm not going to reread this because we did it last time, but this is the one shot that ended on December 5th, 2017. That is 5 years, 4 weeks-ish ago. And the difficulty is with the Dark Watch team in Rook City against Challenge Progeny, who does not destroy others, where sign cards do not destroy other sign cards until entering play, upon entering play until there are 5 or more of them in play. So we'll have up to 4 in active at one point, unless we destroy them ourselves, which, well, we don't really have the means of doing that. But yeah, it was a bit screwy last time. I think the main difficulty was that Fixer didn't get the hoist chain, or we just didn't get set up and stuff. Now, one more step. You're in trouble now. I've got my eye on you. So let's see what we have to start with this time. Dark Watch Expatriate has an assault rifle, incendiary rounds, RPG launcher, and unload. Dark Watch Mr. Fixer has an alternating Tiger Claw, Bloody Knuckles, charge, and hoist chain, so there we go. Dark Watch Night Mist has 2 Heedless Lashes, a Master of Magic, and a Planar Banishment. Dark Watch Setback has 2 Plucky Breaks and 2 Reckless Rushes. So yeah, we have that hoist chain, so we can reduce damage dealt by Progeny. We also have ongoing destruction in the event that he does bring out the obvious futility, which makes his damage irreducible. Master of Magic on Night Mist, along with Heedless Lashes to rapidly put cards into play. And Setback exists again. You can add tokens to his unlucky pool and then reduce the next damage dealt to a hero at the expense of a token, but yeah, the main difficulty with Dark Watch Setback is his base power isn't really that great. You really want those tokens in your favor pool, or unlucky pool. The damage reduction isn't always helpful, as we've seen last week, where it got used up on a falling statuary, of all things. So let's see what he's starting with today. He's starting with the Scion of Frost. So hitting him makes him heal. That does prolong the fight. We get an ongoing card. The ongoing card is Obvious Futility. Go figure. Would have been slightly nicer if it was a card that destroyed Scions, but one of them deals extra damage and one of them stops us from playing cards. So maybe it wouldn't have been too great. It would be kind of a reset of sorts to get rid of that Scion of Frost. It's not really the worst Scion. The worst Scion is the Scion of the Storm, in my opinion. Basically, anything that says play extra villain cards is generally pretty bad. But the bad thing about this Scion of Frost is that it makes it harder to want to hit him because he'll heal back the HP. It's kind of a damage reduction of sorts. Of course, only the first time. But if you hit him for 1 and he regains 2, he actually profits hit points. Anyway, if our plan is to use the hoist chain, then we would want to RPG launch the obvious futility. On the other hand, I can't actually hoist chain this turn without losing the hoist chain, which would be a bit tragic. So do I get rid of the obvious futility then? Maybe I just play the assault rifle. I don't need to hit progeny, so I don't care about the damage irreducibility, or sorry, damage reduction. The damage irreducibility doesn't matter if we don't reduce his damage anyway. And I don't think we're really planning on hitting him too much. Like, obviously, Setback could play Reckless Rush. That's really the only card he could play. He could heal off of Plucky Break, I suppose, but we could just skip on him. Night Mist isn't doing damage. She's playing Master of Magic, most likely, to get that in play, and then is setting up a Heedless Slash for next turn. Fixer would like to play Hoist Chain, but can't destroy things unless he destroys an Expatriate card. Expatriate is probably playing the Assault Rifle. Fixer with Bloody Knuckles, he could destroy the Bloody Knuckles next turn. Play Hoist Chain this turn, play Bloody Knuckles next turn, use base power and destroy Bloody Knuckles, get extra damage in. So yeah, maybe I don't RPG launch the obvious futility right away. Get the Assault Rifle in play. Don't plan on using it because it serves zero purpose, but I could aim. And if I aim and then RPG launch, I destroy the obvious futility, I damage Progeny for 3, he heals 2 back, and then I use the Assault Rifle for 3. So I'll have dealt him a total of 2 damage. So, progress! We get speed loading. It is something that Fixer can eat, I suppose. Another Bloody Knuckles, another card for Fixer to eat. Top 3 cards of Night Mist's deck. We have a Mistbound, a Call Forth, and a Planar Banishment. And these are really high numbers. So great for Master of Magic, but this only counts whenever spell cards get played, but Heedless Slash puts cards into play or into hand, in which case you don't actually get the hit points off of it. Call Forth, discard a card. We would like to have a big number. We don't actually have big numbers in hand. And Mistbound is to discard 2 cards to prevent a deck from playing cards. Obviously, stopping Progeny from playing cards is fine. We had this kind of situation last time where he ended up with a Scion of the Storm, and we played Mistbound to stop him from playing cards, and also an environment card that upon destruction plays a villain card also didn't go off, so it was a very powerful Mistbound. But right now we don't have those things in play yet, so it's not necessarily powerful, but it is nice to have. Don't necessarily need to play it off of Heedless Slash. At the same time, I don't want to play Mistbound off of Heedless Slash either. So drawing Mistbound is probably the best bet. And then Call Forth on top. So basically leave the cards in the same order. We do have a... we do have the Call Forth on top, bear in mind. So if I do play the Call Forth, I would discard the Mistbound to draw 4 cards, or a Planar Banishment to draw 2 cards. Either of which doesn't really seem great because I either lose a Mistbound or I have a low sparkle number. I think the plan here was to skip to draw more. Getting a Looking Up would be pretty good for consistent token adding. Instead, I got a 3rd Reckless Rush. Okay. Tony Tars is here! Oh dear. Oh dear. So if I play beginning of the end, we lose Tony Taurus and we lose the assault rifle and the hoist chain and the master of magic. So our first turn was all lost, but furthermore we lost our great cards. Don't have hoist chain in play anymore. On the other hand, if we play Scion of Flame, then he has a damage increase, and also with the hoist chain, it's net neutral instead of actual damage reduction, which is also tragic. So this doesn't sound too great. I do think destroying stuff is not really great right now. Considering, I mean, it's mostly the hoist chain I would be more bothered by. It's one of the two in the deck. I haven't gotten a copy of Salvage Yard to bring back the hoist chain that gets destroyed. And then, yeah. It's gonna have to be Scion of Flame. And the choices are Night Mist or Tony Taurus. It's just gonna be Tony Taurus. Sorry, Tony. Scion of Flame with a damage boost. So definitely ditch the obvious utility. Don't need to hit Tony Taurus here. And we've made progress in the game. And then we're going to use the Bloody Knuckles to deal damage, reduce damage dealt by Progeny, destroy the Bloody Knuckles. So then do I Heedless Slash? It does deal 4 damage. Deals myself 4, deals Progeny 4, but he heals back 2. And if I play this Heedless Slash, I also heal back 2. So I take 2 to damage Progeny for 2. I could also probably skip. I don't really know that dealing 2 damage to Progeny was going to make much of a difference. It is progress. But we do know the top 2 cards are the Fall Forth, which gets me a lot of relics, but the max value would be if I discard the Mistbound, which I don't really want to do. The second from the top is Planar Banishment with a 3. I already have a Planar Banishment in hand, but if I take the 3 and I do Call Forth on that one, I get 3 cards from my deck. Obviously, getting the Amulet of the Elder Gods is generally the Night Mist goal. Bit harder with Dark Watch because she doesn't have as much innate draw on her base power, but the Tome of Elder Magic gives her draw, which is good. Starshield Necklace gives her more HP. And then the Elder Ring, which is damage increase, but hurts her more too. I mean, if I play Heedless Slash, I play the thing, I'd get the 4 relics. In which case I could play Amulet next turn. If I skip, then I don't get the Amulet next turn per se. I do lose the Mistbound if I do that, but yeah. We do need to make forward progress is the thing. There's the Amulet. There's the Star Shield necklace. There's the tome. There's the Elder Ring. We got one of each of them. Yay! Let's see. Do we get a new copy of Mistbound? We do. It's a 1, so it's not really one you would want to Heedless Lash for. There's another Call Forth. The deck has 4 equipment cards. Does that count that Elder Ring? No, because this is currently in revealed space. This Elder Ring is the 3. This one is the 2. So no, it's saying there's currently 4, but actually there's 5 because Elder Ring is one of those cards. Do we have another 4? We have a tome. See, the nice thing about Call Forth is it's basically card draw. If you discard a 4 to get 4 equipment cards, you spend 2 cards to draw 4 cards. And it's a spell, so you heal. We probably want to draw the Mistbound, though. We're probably not playing Call Forth next turn. Most likely I'm playing Amulet, honestly. I could play Tome. See, the problem with base power is if you're using this base power, you rearrange these 3 cards and then you draw one of them. Then you know what the 2 cards on top of your deck are, but if you then play a card that doesn't care about those, then 2 of the 3 cards you already know what they are, and you're rearranging those cards, and I don't know, it's not necessarily ideal to keep rearranging the 2 cards. You really want more information and stuff. If I play Tome and I use the Tome power, say I put Mistbound on top, I draw the Mistbound, I use the Tome power, I draw the Call Forth, this Elder Ring gets shuffled into the deck, which is fine because it would be brought with Call Forth anyway. And you don't really want to draw all the equipments right away, because if there's 5 relic cards in your deck and you draw one of them, then there's only 4 other ones, and you kind of want to make sure you get max value out of Call Forth. So I think I put Mistbound on top, because I want to draw that. And then I think I'll put this Call Forth second from the top, just in case I don't end up doing Tome. Because Tome also shuffles, right? Shuffle the other revealed cards back into your deck. What happens if you don't have any other revealed cards? Does the shuffle not happen? That would be interesting. It'd be okay because there's still 5 things. There are 5 relic cards. If I draw one of them, there's 4 of them, and I can still discard a 4 to get the 4 other relics. Alright, so Scion of Frost, so Reckless Rush, I damage myself for 2 to add 2 tokens to my unlucky pull is what that totally means. There's no tokens there, and there's no tokens here. So Plucky Break would just be to heal, and Karmic Retribution would do nothing because it needs tokens to be removed for things to happen. Could be skip again. I'm fine with skip. We got a whoops sorry and a fumbling fool. Rook City is playing Falling Statuary. It's Night Mist. We have Scion of Blight and another obvious futility. So if obvious futility comes out, then the AoE damage is not reduced. But if Scion of Blight comes out, there is AoE on this that would be reduced. And then the end of turn damage, which will be reduced, but would basically deal a total, like it would deal the same amount of damage that would deal with the obvious futility. So obvious futility seems better. It provides a damage reduction, so I wouldn't want to use like the assault rifle this turn, but I could play like speed loading just to get rid of it. Or Fixer to eat some turn. We do have a planar banishment to get rid of stuff. So the thing is, what's the top card of the deck? It's that It was the Call Forth 2, I think. So I could destroy 2 ongoing cards, but there's not really 2 ongoing cards. We could do a whoops sorry. Forces me to destroy a non-character card belonging to another hero. Nate Diggity Dog. Nate Diggity Dog. Watch me play Dark Watch just makes you excited about Rook City Renegades possibly getting delivered in January/February. I've not actually been keeping up with where that is. Sorry, I'm checking up to see the latest update on it. 17 days ago, some stuff is getting shipped your way. Oh no, sorry, this is Spirit. What am I talking about? Never mind, that's Spirit. I clicked the wrong thing. My bad. Oh, because that's the only thing that was on backer kit. Wait, where's the... Was it Kickstarter? Things are all over the place. Oh, they mentioned it in the latest letters page? Ah, okay. Alright, it's on Kickstarter. Progress movement, update your addresses, December 6th. So that was 23 days ago. So shipping concludes mid-March. Here's a reminder of where we projected we'd be. Oh, that's a reminder. Okay. Well, I haven't listened to the letters page since before the pandemic, so I don't know the official information there. Yeah, so if I do whoops sorry, we have to go through like these 3 characters to destroy it. And then I have to sacrifice some other thing, like speed loading. Like I could do Bloody Knuckles on Fixer, destroy the Bloody Knuckles, or the speed loading really. Or I could play Elder Ring and destroy that with Night Mist or something. So I wasn't planning on using Net Planar Banishment this turn. If I do Scion of Blight, I don't have to destroy Obvious Futility. I just have a new Scion, and it's the one that when you take damage, we have to do a discard, which slows us down. If Fixer had gotten a salvage error, then I would probably be more willing to take it because we could just discard equipments and then get them back faster. The one that makes damage irreducible, yeah. Could also just play Grease Gun this turn, but there's not really much reason to. That's the last Obvious Futility until the next reshuffle. If it's on the bottom of the deck, there's only one inevitable left. You could play Form of the Harbinger and end up discarding the inevitable. And then the next Form of the Harbinger would end up discarding that ongoing. I don't know. If I put it on the bottom of the deck, it's not actually likely it will come out. If I put it on top of the deck, I have to destroy it. But I don't really want to spend the energy on it. But if I do Scion of Blight, then we have to deal with discards. Maybe I'll just do Scion of Blight. Scion of Blight's like the one that seems the worst. But it's countered by card draw. So it's at least not the worst thing. I don't know. My opinion as to how bad each Scion is changes from game to game. But I generally say Scion of the Storm is the worst because Scion of the Storm could bring out a different Scion. Or another ongoing card. Or you chain ongoing cards. Or just a bunch of damage everywhere. So I could play Incendiary rounds instead, because I can't actually damage him because he will heal back the damage. This is 2 damage, but the Incendiary rounds is 3. He would heal back 2, so I'll have dealt 1 damage at the expense of a discard. So I could play Incendiary rounds to destroy that. Or I could quick draw to get Pride or Prejudice, but still they're going to get destroyed. I guess actually not really, because we're going to destroy Bloody Knuckles this turn again. And we're not going to do Whoops Sorry this turn after all. If I do speed loading, I can get ammos out faster is like one thing, but we don't really have ammos in my hand other than 1. But like next turn I could play Incendiary rounds and Pride or Prejudice, which helps get Fixer set up faster, I guess. Gives them more things to eat. See, this would be a bit better if, like, if I took the ammo card from my trash, put it on top of the deck, and I also drew an additional card on my draw phase. I feel like that would be so much better for this power, or for that ongoing card. Because, like, as this works currently, I would just be cycling the same ammo card. Like, if I discard Incendiary rounds, and then next turn I put Incendiary rounds on top of my deck, I draw the Incendiary rounds, but I'm not actually making progress in my deck. Night Mist doesn't really want to discard because or potentially doing Amulet. She's almost, you know, in the critical range in which Progeny focuses on her, which will make it a bit nicer for all of us. And then we have all these cards. We could discard Karmic Retribution pretty easily, I guess. We could discard Equipments in hopes of being able to recycle them faster, but dual crowbars, but we're sticking with Hoist Chain for the time being. So I think the plan here was to do Tome. Yeah, because, yeah. I get the call forth. Deck is shuffled. But I didn't draw the Elder Ring that was there. So the downside is I don't know what the top card of my deck is, but I don't currently care about it because I want to get the Amulet into play next turn. Fumbling Full. Or just keep skipping. No reason to play Reckless Rush, no reason to Plucky Break. We don't know what the top card of Night Mist's deck is, so we could just Fumbling Full, but that would just be to get tokens. We don't need tokens right now. You just skip, and let Setback be the discard person. That's the way to counter Scion of Blight. Have one of your heroes be dedicated to drawing cards. Increase damage dealt to hero targets by 1. Awesome. And another Scion. Oh my gosh. Well, the bad news is I can't keep up with this. I mean, I can make him not deal damage. With Fixer. So when this card is destroyed, play the top card of the villain deck. Obviously that sucks ass, but we can do Mistbound. and stop Progeny from playing cards and then destroy Blighted Streets. I would have to destroy it by discarding 2 cards, but that's how it goes sometimes. So I have a +1 right now. So with 2 Scions of Flame, I can Grease Gun to stop Progeny from playing cards. I can charge to deal damage to him twice in 1 turn. To provide him a damage reduction of 2. If he does deal damage, then Night Mist needs to play Amulet to basically survive, right? Or otherwise play a spell to gain HP or Star Shield to regain HP. But Amulet's a bit better. But again, if we want to destroy Blighted Streets, they're going to be playing Mistbound. So to keep Night Mist alive, we have to stop him from doing damage, I think. So Grease Gun is fine. Which means that I'm not actually going to lose equipments this turn. So I could, I mean, yeah, I'm going to do like these things, right? Let's do this and then quick draw. This is only 1 damage. This would be a lot of damage, but I kind of want Fixer to eat the ammo, so I'm just going to use my base power. RPG Launcher. So with RPG Launcher, I don't need to discard 2 cards to destroy Blighted Streets. So this is non-hero targets cannot deal damage, so the environment could still deal damage off of falling statuary or toxic sludge, and we can still hit ourselves. I don't think I care about top of my deck still, because I need to play the Amulet or Star Shield Necklace next turn. Keep skipping? I mean, cash out could keep us alive, maybe. Equipments are usually fine to discard, right? I wouldn't be playing this off of speed loading, but I guess I'm not going to be playing it. I don't want Night Mist to discard. And I guess we'll reduce the next damage dealt to a hero by 2. Scum and Villainy doesn't play a card. Progeny doesn't play a card. Progeny doesn't deal damage. Alright, so we're back to here. I don't think I want to draw the incendiary rounds because I need to draw like more guns. Hello? Get rid of this because this plays a villain card when it's played, but it can't play cards right now. And I think I will hit you since I'll be hitting you twice. It's a bit better. I could hit Night Mist to redirect it. Oh, we don't have Amulet in play yet. Never mind. I could hit you with the Assault Rifle to use up the hollow points, but I think Fixer could just use up the hollow points. Or I deal 5 damage to you. I think I would rather Fixer eat the hollow points. Hit Progeny twice. See, I'm not really likely to play that card right now because it's not profitable. That's why I'm discarding it. Reckless Rush, that is. Progeny now has a -2. Do I need to care about the top card of my deck now? I think I'm gonna draw more cards. So now there are only 3 relic cards in my deck, so it's annoying. I need to get tokens to draw cards, but I haven't been adding tokens because I don't have many cards that add tokens. So if this goes off, the villain character card with the highest HP deals each hero target 3 melee damage +2 -2. I would like for that not to go off, so I guess I'm Whipsaring. Whipsaring the speed loading now. I got tokens! Yay! I wonder what happened to those cards that add tokens. Yeah, these reckless rushes that add tokens. Whoops. I don't know. I just decided that dealing myself 2 damage to get a token and discard a card wasn't worth it. Did I lose a token now? I finally got tokens. Should I lose a token? See, the problem is Falling Statuary is going to use up the -2. But what do I have that cares about tokens right now? Plucky Break, but if I have exactly 2 tokens, not only do I draw a card and deal damage, but I also regain 3 HP. So maybe I do remove 1. Doo-doo. Ah, good. Scum and Villainy returns. And it's the beginning of the end, so at least we don't have the rest of Scum and Villainy destroying us, but we have this happening. Oh no. So what's more important? Hoist Chain or Amulet? I can get another Amulet with Call Forth, but if I lose this Amulet, then Night Mist probably dies. Bye, Hoist Chain. Scion of the Frost. That's the 5th Scion. We're destroying one. Yay! Oh, mitigate. Oh my god, we stacked this somehow. So actually, I think I want to use this up on Night Mist, because then we can use the amulet to redirect the 3 back to the thing, back to Progeny, versus the 1. I think I'm destroying the Scion of Frost. But I think him regaining HP is prolonging this fight. And we don't have much time. We don't have much time at all. If any. I'm gonna discard this Call Forth because I don't think I'm gonna be able to play it now with only 3 relics in my deck. Also, we're discarding a card anyway. Yay! Hello, Iron Moose. So I successfully dealt him 1 damage that turn. And all of my cards are gone. Yay. Well, I don't have a reason to hit Progeny with Fixer anymore. I think I skip. I think we're losing. I think that beginning of the end was bad. I think the beginning of the end was, for lack of a better term, beginning of the end. I do play Toolbox. Hey, it's Salvage Yard. Aw, shit. It's Salvage Yards. Aw, shit. We can get our equipments back. So now what if I do destroy the toolbox? What if? You can discard equipments willy-nilly. So we're gonna get them back. I think I still like cards more. I've heard John say once that with Darkwatch Night Mist he never plays Tome because base power is so much better, and yet I usually find that I don't like his base or her. I don't like this power that much unless you're doing spells, but we do have a Heedless Lash here, but I also need to get like set back up, and I lost all of my Master of Magics because I discarded the other one because I was like, hey, I already have one in play, I don't need this one. Whoops, sorry. This is Challenge Progeny. Part of the one-shot series that was designed to inform us as to how to unlock the Freedom 5, I believe. Back in 2017. Ah, good. Falling Statuary. That screws up the mitigate. Thank you, Falling Statuary, for screwing up the mitigate. Hero cards cannot be played. Fantastic. So much for that Salvage Yard, huh? How about I just discard Heedless Lash? I think John will yell at me if I did that. I can already hear John in my head saying, "What did you do?" Good news is we destroy a Scion. Great turn, guys. Great turn. Ah, shit. Scum and villainy. Time of tribulations. It's not the worst time for that. We lose the tome now? Ditch the Scion of Flames? Since we lost the hoist chain, but we're getting the hoist chain back. Ditch a frost and a flame. Blight's not that bad. We're gonna get a bunch of cards back in a second. So it's at least one of the flames is going, so I'll get rid of this one. Flame or frost? If I get rid of the frost, Obviously, he's dealing extra damage. But he's still whittling down Night Mist. But Night Mist still has the amulet and can redirect the damage to Progeny with a damage boost. I think that means we get rid of the Frost then. Ow. You chose poorly. He chose Wesley. No, she chose. Sorry. I believe that's originally from Indiana Jones, but I only know of it through How I Met Your Mother, when it was in an episode where Ted was making a bunch of bad choices as to which girl he should take home, or take to bed, I guess. And at the end of the episode, he was the guru that appeared was like, she chose Wesley. You chose poorly. I'm not able to play shock rounds, and that's coming back in a second, so I can discard that one. That's fine. All right, Scum and Villainy, you're terrible. How many terrible cards are in this deck? Like all of them? Alright, playing Salvage Yard. I don't think I'm going to use the base power unless I just want to like go ham. If I'm going ham, Arsenal access to hope to get a gun? Use the gun, destroy the gun? I also don't have the ongoing destruction I thought I had. I thought I had an RPG launcher. I have a planar banishment, but I'm not using it. So I guess Scum and Villainy is going off, huh? I mean, if Night Mist is the last hero to survive, she does have the amulet. So she can survive a little bit. The problem is if he does another beginning of the end, in which case we're screwed. So I don't know. Let's get a gun. I said, let's get a gun. I have to put that in play because I don't want to destroy the amulet with Fixer, unless I just don't use Fixer's power, but I would like to deal damage. Dealing damage is generally better than not dealing damage unless you're fighting like Dreamer. Although Dreamer usually puts a million projections into play anyway. And look at all the cards we have now. Look at all these equipments that just came back to my hand. That's why I said Sign of Blight was not bad, because I can get these equipments back and I have another salvage yard to do it again. I don't use this twice. I'm never using this twice. Am I using it once? Black Jacket stops Scum and Villainy from hurting Expatriate. That's really the main thing. Otherwise, like, Fixer is dead anyway. Are your incaps at all good? Move a card from a trash to under its associated deck? That's not helpful. Destroy environment cards could be good. You have a whoops, sorry. Nope. Do I have to do the planar banishment? I don't know what the top of my deck is, but it seems like I do. It's a 1! I think I let the 1 go through. Because I don't really want Night Mist to be higher than the other two. Alright, let's look at the top 3 cards of my deck. It's an Oblivion, Scouring Mists, and Mistfield Recovery. Well, Oblivion would sacrifice my team for me. These are all 4s. That's cool. Six, 6, 8, and 13. So Mistfield Recovery would be best on myself to regain 6 HP. Doesn't seem too useful. Scouring Mists is generally trash. Oblivion, sure. We do know there are 2 4s on top of the deck right now. I could deal 4 damage to each target and 4 damage to Progeny. Which would be 8 damage to Progeny if I redirect it. Cash out to regain hit points. That's not unreasonable. And again, discard equipments. Now that I just got these cards back, let's discard the equipments again. What's the chances of another falling statuary? Like, it's 1 in 8, but it's really 1 in 2. It either happens or it doesn't. Toxic Sludge. I think Toxic Sludge was the MVP of last week. Even though I lost, I think most of the damage to Progeny came from Toxic Sludge. If... Oh, we have to discard for this. So if Fixer doesn't take the damage here, he will take more damage. So Fixer has to take the damage here. I mean, also Setback is in the same situation. I mean, Expatriate's taking damage either way, so we could do the double or the -2 to Expatriate. And I don't think I redirect this. Like, 2 damage is not really worth redirecting, I feel like. 3 or higher is usually my goal. I am the storm. Night Mist dies if she doesn't redirect this, but she's probably dying anyway. Because we're getting extra card plays! Yay! Or we could hit Fixer with this, but we would like to hoist chain. We would really like the hoist chain, but I guess the question is who's dying. Because if you play a Scion, whoever takes this damage dies. Elemental Outburst. Well, Night Mist has successfully become the 2nd highest HP target. Yay! Alright. We have a Sign of the Storm, so it is now real. It is now DEFCON 1. And most likely these heroes are dying. Except they're not getting hit by Toxic Sludge, at least. I have that going for me, which is nice. Do I even bother with Hoist Chain? I could just do another salvage yard. Because, like, Fixer's dead, right? His progeny's hitting him for 4, -1 with hoist chain, but 3 is still greater than 2. Oh, we have a grease gun. Oh. Okay, we're not dead yet. Though falling statuary still kills someone. Falling statuary kills expatriate. Cool. So now do I just resign myself to I could play Oblivion. But then I just wasted a fixer turn. I could play Oblivion and sacrifice fixer and expatriate, but hit progeny for 8. I don't think that's worth. What if I played Elder Ring so I could play Oblivion next turn and hit progeny for 10? That also seems wrong. See, the problem with the Mist Form is that it makes her not take damage, but Mist Form breaks to beginning of the end. It breaks to Hour of Reckoning. I mean, beginning of the end breaks it immediately. Beginning of... yeah, beginning of the end breaks it immediately. Hour of Reckoning breaks it the next turn, but Progeny has 2 cards. So you could break it and then deal damage after that. Even after redirect a hit or something like that. It would be nice to play Starshield Necklace and then Mist Form, and then like just ride out Progeny. Like Toxic Sludge will put Progeny down to 5 eventually, right? And Progeny's not dealing damage this turn anyway, so. Alright. I'm gonna draw Mistfield Recovery so I can discard it. I guess the problem is if I discard it, then I get hit with the 3. Because this just says non-hero targets cannot deal damage. Guess what Toxic Sludge isn't? That's right, a square hole. Wait, that's not... If I redirect the 2... I mean, if I go to 10 and I take the 2, then I don't take the 3. But if I want to redirect the 2 and I'm at 10, then I take the 3. Unless I mitigate. Ooh. What if I use mitigate to make Night Mist not take the 2? Then she takes the 3 but redirects that. Ooh. What are tokens? I'm gonna play Silver Lining with 0 tokens. Oh, good. High risk behavior. That goes really well with the tokens I have. I'm probably going to play Salvage Yard next turn. And at that point, sacrifice Fixer. In which case, I can safely discard these. Ambitious Racketeer could not deal damage. Another Scion of the Storm. We're playing 3 cards every turn. Yay! Except we can get rid of one of them. I have to get rid of the second one because the first one has already played an extra card. If I destroy that one, we still play an extra card. We're now double blighted, which means we cascade. Oh no! Oh no! Every time Progeny takes damage, we have to discard 2 cards. That seems rude. How have we not gotten any of the liquid nitrogen rounds? I find that exceptionally rude. I got all my equipments back. Destroy Silver Lining. All right. Can we win the game now? Wait. That wasn't Plucky Break. Or no, it was Plucky Break. It wasn't Reckless Rush. I thought that had its tokens. No. Oh, well. Hey, looking up. All right. We won. Alright, Mistform has paid itself off. Mr. Fixer has sacrificed himself for the greater good. Time of Tribulations is ass. Do you have a means of getting rid of that? No? So that's going to get rid of Amulet or Star Shield, and I don't want to lose either of those. There is another Amulet in my deck at least. Star Shield is better when I'm still Mistformed. We could keep Expatriate alive for a second using Flak Jacket. Is it better to keep her alive or to incap her? Getting the ongoing destruction would be nice in case we do end up with an ongoing card that accidentally destroys Mistform. Or not an ongoing, the beginning of the end. There is a beginning of the end in here. Actually, we saw that earlier, didn't we? We know exactly where it is in the deck. I was worried about it coming out, but we know exactly where it is because it was cycled to the bottom by Tony Taros. Beginning of the end, an obvious futility removed, which means either Form of the Harbinger comes out, which doesn't find a Scion card, and so it just deals damage, or Hour of Reckoning comes out, which we would then hope to destroy with Expatriate, because if this destroys Mist Form, I'll be sad. And once the deck's empty, we can do... I was making fun of this earlier, but once Progeny's deck is empty, we can entirely cycle his plays. We can use Time of Tribulations to get rid of all of the Scions. And that would be hot. Could also use this to destroy environment guards, but... so we want Expatriate to die. That's what that means. Okay. Progeny has a -1, but it's still worth him taking 1 damage, right? Oh no, I have to discard 2 cards. And you're misformed. Tokens, tokens, tokens. Again, Toxic Sludge is the MVP, doing passive damage to Progeny while we just, like, kill time. Okay, that empties the deck. Oh no, Expatriate! No! No! Setback! No! Oh, Silver Lightning. Okay. So when this card is destroyed, the top card of the villain deck gets played. So we don't want to destroy that. Oh my god. Those are a lot of cards. Those are a lot of cards. There's our backup amulet. Second lowest. Oh, Progeny, you fool! Step back! No! Okay, I have to deal 5 damage to Progeny. All I have to do. Kind of difficult with Misform in play, though. Alright. I destroy Misform. I use Attunement to see what the top 2 cards in my deck are, and then I play Oblivion. And it has to reveal... I mean, I will know exactly what Oblivion reveals, but it has to be cards that sum to 5, because I don't have the Amulet in play. So it has to be a 2 and a 3. So is it possible for me to not have that happen? If the top 3 cards in my deck are 1, 2, 2. And that's a 1 in 56 of that happening, actually. Don't ask me how I know it's 56. Because there are 5 3s. If I miss all of the 3s, I lose. Oh, backup Misform? No. I can play Amulet and probably still live. We won! Well, that worked. All we had to do was sacrifice everyone but Night Mist. Easy. Alright, we have successfully beaten Challenge Progeny in Rook City. You know what that means? That's right, we get to play Advanced Progeny in Rook City. Yay! Prelude to Freedom. Randomized start. The destruction the Scion brought on Rook City made the deadline event seem like calmer times. Progeny broke the city down to its core despite the best efforts of Darkwatch. That team was no match for the terrible beast, and Night Mist was nowhere to be found. Eternally silent, the Scion turned to implacable? Implacable? How do you pronounce that word?
Implacable.
Implacable. The Scion turned its implacable gaze to the distance in the exact direction of Megalopolis. It began to move towards its next target, having no apparent concern with the group of heroes moving to intercept its path. Nothing would deter it from achieving its ultimate goal. This one-shot requires Rook City and Wrath of the Cosmos. Back issue ended December 12th, 2017. Advanced Progeny versus Wraith, Absolute Zero, Bunker, Tachyon, and Legacy in Rook City. This should be a bit easier. So what the advanced rule means, on the front side, Scions are indestructible. On the back side, Progeny plays extra cards. So like we kind of still have Challenge Progeny in a sense, but Scions are indestructible, so the ongoing cards that destroy Scions won't. The shadows strike as the Wraith. Stand down, villain! Alright, Wraith has 2 grappling hooks, a mega computer, and a utility belt. Absolute Zero has a cold snap, a frostbound drain, an isothermic transducer, and a sub-zero atmosphere. Bunker has an ammo drop, 2 grenade launchers, and a recharge mode. Tachyon has a blinding speed, a nimble strike, a pushing the limits, and a sucker punch. And Legacy has the danger sense, a flying smash, a heroic interception, and the legacy ring. Not really good start for Legacy. What we would really love to see for Legacy to make this work would be a lead from the front to next evolution, because then Progeny's damage is redirected to Legacy. Oh well. So as usual, we didn't actually read this at the start of the game last time, but as usual, he starts with a Cyan card. At the start of the villain turn, if there are any hero character cards with fewer than 10 HP, Progeny flips. At the end of the villain turn, Progeny deals each hero target 2 energy damage. Advanced, Cyan cards are indestructible. On the flip side, at the start of the villain turn, if there are no hero character cards with fewer than 10 HP, Progeny flips. At the end of the villain turn, Progeny deals the hero character card with the lowest HP for radiant damage. Advanced, at the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. Cool. And we're starting with the Scion of Flame. Who's Progeny's Nemesis again? I forgot. Oh good, we're starting with an ongoing card. Obvious Futility. His damage is irreducible. Damage dealt to him is reduced by 1. It's not, is it Parse? Oh, it's Knife. Who's his Parse's Nemesis? Is that Misinformation? I can't remember. I remember, yes! Alright, we can just grappling hook the Obvious Futility. That seems wise. Get Blinding Speed it, I suppose. The Scion of Flame means he's not regaining HP and we're not discarding cards. Which is why you are forgiven for not remembering. Because I did remember. Why is Legacy at the end? That's rude. Why is the leader of the Freedom 5 at the end of the Freedom 5 so Galvanized comes in a bit too late? What if I don't destroy Obvious Futility? Is there a reason not to? I mean... I don't have to play Isothermic Transducer. I could play Cold Snap. Because this deals 1 damage next turn. This deals 1 damage this turn at the expense of 1 damage. This deals 1 or 2 damage. Yeah, I probably just destroy Obvious Futility. The other ongoing cards... I can't destroy this one. And I could destroy this one, and it's probably wise to because it won't destroy a Scion card, so it just serves to destroy equipment cards. But it does destroy itself, though. I don't know. Why is the Stealth Expert first? It's to mirror the fact that Darkwatch Setback was the end of the last team. Instead of removing an unlucky token to reduce the next damage dealt to a hero target by 2, let's just reduce the next damage dealt to Wraith by 2. But we won't know that until the environment turn, most likely. Sub-Zero Atmosphere is not a good card to play here. I don't think there's really any reason to play Sub-Zero Atmosphere. Like, even if ongoing cards were safe, is like... The Scion cards do things when they interplay. And their passive effect, I guess. Like, the only passive effect, I guess, that would matter would be, like, increased damage to stop the end of turn damage from increasing. But then there's this whole, at the end of the turn, play the top card of the villain deck, and that's usually bad for Sub-Zero Atmosphere. I guess, like... The only thing that Sub-Zero Atmosphere could do is that if Scion of the Storm enters play, it doesn't play cards immediately. It could make Frost happen at start of turn. Oh, Storm. Oh. And yeah, that's actually an interesting thought because, yeah, he plays extra cards at the start of the villain turn, in which case he plays an ongoing card that says at the start of the villain turn, blah, 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 in which case it immediately does the thing. But he could also play Hour of Reckoning immediately and then destroy Sub-Zero Atmosphere and then Sign of the Storm goes off again. Yes! Well, if I do recharge mode, recharge mode is like Mist Form, except it doesn't make you immune to damage. It does give you a damage reduction. With Sign of the Flame in play, I don't know that actually matters. What are your incaps? Put a card from player's trash into their hand. That's amazing. I'm just gonna go with damage. Since there's no penalty for damaging Progeny right now, we might as well damage Progeny. Pushing the limits. And then Nipple Strike. Good evening, Seamus. Welcome. We have a Hypersonic Assault. Top card of my deck is a burst card. I'm not discarding that burst card. It's a good one. And I got Research Grant, the better power. Tachyon is so weird because like all of her variants are so much better than this. I could reveal and replace the top card of my deck and then choose to discard that card, or I could reveal the bottom two cards of any deck if they share a keyword, put them into play, otherwise discard them, or each hero can draw a card, or I deal one target 1 damage and I could move a burst from my trash to the bottom of my deck. If I do, I can repeat this power. This one's so boring in comparison. It's like most variants are like set up so that they're not really strictly better than the base power, but for some reason Tachyon is the opposite. I mean, the main benefit of this power that the other versions of Tachyon don't have is that, you know, you don't get bursts into the trash as quickly. Super Scientific can if you reveal a burst and not a burst, or like, you know, one-shot burst and an ongoing, which is rare. But Legacy has the same problem. I think this power is amazing. I think that Young Legacy's power is the lamest. Dealing 3 damage isn't really the same as increasing all hero damage by 1, because you usually deal at least 3 damage that way. And then, of course, hero regaining a hit point and using a power, sure. And then destroy an environment, or not destroy, but move an environment card to the bottom of the deck, or a hero may play a card. I don't know. I think they're about the same level other than Young Legacy. But I think all versions of Legacy are about the same level of awesome. I do not have another power yet, so Legacy Ring won't do anything, but I could play Legacy Ring to have it, and then you have it. Could play Danger Sense, stop the environment from hitting a Legacy. I think it's too early to do Heroic Interception. How many environment cards deal damage? Ambitious Racketeer, Falling Statuary, Toxic Sludge, Scum and Villainy, except that's villain damage, and so Danger Sense won't work. So it's just 1 for 6 cards. 6 out of 15. 2 out of 5. 40% chance. On the other hand, with the chance that I draw a power. Motivational Charge, Next Evolution. Those are really all the powers you have? Really? You don't have many powers, huh? So there's a 6 in 36 or a 1 in 6 that I draw a power, or there's a 40% chance that the environment deals damage. I guess I lean towards the damage. The damage, the Dr. Tremata and Tony is villain damage. Hey, it's environment damage. We won. Yeah, so like Tony Tara says, the villain character card with the highest HP either deals this card or the hero with the lowest damage. So that's Progeny dealing the damage. So Legacy takes this hit because, of course, Wraith takes this hit because Progeny could make his damage be irreducible again. Absolute Zero is fine with taking damage. Tachyon will probably take damage off of pushing the limits. Time of Tribulations. Fantastic. That's probably a grappling hook. Could just be blinding speed though. It's like that's the only ongoing other than Hour of Reckoning that we're destroying. Like if this were the flip side of Progeny, which to be fair we could flip Progeny just so Time of Tribulations does kill Scion of Flame, but then he plays extra cards. So I don't think that's worth doing. Currently this is destroying equipment cards belonging to each hero, which will destroy, actually it's not even destroying anything, it's destroying a grenade launcher, but I have another one, which is interesting. I could just not play equipment cards and not waste ongoing destruction on it, but if I were to do that, then what am I doing? Wraith is playing Trust Fund. Absolute Zero is not playing Isothermic Transducer. Bunkers. I don't know what Bunkers playing. Ammo drop. I mean, it's actually like, it only really hurts Wraith the most. And I guess Absolute Zero as well, because he would like to get that Isothermic out, but he also doesn't have his null point calibration unit, which is probably a bit better to keep Absolute Zero alive more consistently, but how do we get to that though? That's hard. I guess we could do Heroic Interception. This would have been a great turn for Heroic Interception in retrospect because the Time of Tribulations was coming out. Oh well. If I do Mega Computer, that reduces Ambitious Racketeer's damage by 1, and then we don't care about it as much. If I do that, then I'm destroying Time of Tribulations with Tachyon to keep the Mega Computer. I don't know. Mega Computer plus Recharge Mode, and Bunker takes 0 from Ambitious Racketeer. Could also just Hypersonic Assault. I'm probably just going to destroy Time of Tribulations, and we can destroy it with Blinding Speed so we get a burst in the trash. In which case, I'll just do Mega Computer. A Throat Jab. Hey, it's null point calibration unit. Woo! Ow. Nom nom nom. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-ba-na. Do I do that? We kind of like to play a research grant. Progeny's very likely to flip unless the environment for some reason doesn't do enough damage. Is this a random game or did I pick the setup? This is the weekly one-shot that ended on December 13th, 2001. Or 2017. Sorry. December 13th, I think it was. Or was it December 14th? I don't know. It was 5 years ago. That's all I know. December 2017. This was the part of the series of 3 one-shots that dealt with figuring out the Freedom 5 unlock conditions, I believe. It was to hit at the fact that you had to fight Progeny with the Prime Wardens and then the Dark Watch and then the Freedom 5. I think. I don't actually remember the unlock conditions for the Freedom 5, but I believe this was hinting at stuff. I'm just gonna play Research Grant, and I will like it. Hearing me speak of Bunker makes you happy at how relevant Greater Than Games made Bunker. I mean, everyone shits on Bunker, of course, but the truth is that, you know, you can always look at Bunker with hindsight, and hindsight is 2020, and be like, yeah, Bunker didn't really work, but I could see what they were trying for. And of course, Definitive Edition made Bunker work better, but I'm still ambivalent about Definitive Edition because it's kind of like, yeah, this is Sentinels of the Multiverse, but they're also changing all these heroes. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't really want to speak too much about Definitive Edition because I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I'll wait for Rook City Renegades and then I'll see. I played the one game with the Definitive Edition, and it felt like the heroes there, like this was the base game, and it felt like, yeah, these are the same as the heroes, just the cards have been tweaked. But looking at the Rook City Renegades previews, it's like the heroes aren't tweaked anymore. These are entirely different heroes, like Setback without unlucky fate, without unlucky tokens or whatever. Or an unlucky pull, that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I've been told that yes, they're different, but they play better, but I don't know. I'm a stubborn man. So it kind of felt like the original vision of Definitive Edition was to kind of fix some of the shortcomings of some of these heroes, but leave them mostly the same. Update the text to make it consistent and all that, but now it just feels like, all right, let's just make a whole new game altogether, which is fine, but it's not what I really want to do. I have a Heroic Interception, I have a 2 Hypersonic Assaults, and I have a Throat Jab. My team's pretty safe, but I also am kind of not trying to play them until I need them, which is probably wrong. If I do Heroic Interception, I lose Pushing No Limits, because Tachyon cannot deal herself damage. It's also possible Progeny plays a card that says we can't play cards. He has not played one of those yet. There are 2 of them in the deck, so it's a 2 and 20 plus the chance that he plays the inevitable into our reckoning, but I don't think we die if that happens, because I don't think, like, because that's the only card he's playing, and I don't think that's enough damage to kill us. I think. So I'm just gonna play Surge of Strength, so I can play Flying Smash next turn. Next evolution. Oh, good. Bladed Streets. That's what kills us. Oh, goody. Again, I hit everyone but Tachyon because Tachyon hits herself. We could flip Progeny, but I also don't want to. Okay, well, at least Blighted Streets is gone. The bad news is this plays a villain card. Fantastic. Oh, good. A Scion of Flame. Oh, hey, I was dealt fire damage. Hey, I'm not destroying all of these. Whoa. I'm destroying all the equipments, though, right? Yeah, there's 3 equipments. I get to save one of these, and given that there's this much damage going around now, I think I lose pushing the limits. I think I lose ammo drop. We have another Surge of Strength. We have a perfectly good Surge of Strength at home. I'm gonna get rid of Danger Sense. I feel like that's not as important. So, Cold Snap or Research Grant? Probably Cold Snap, unless you have another one. You do have another one. Okay. And then we destroy all of these. Why is there no choose for me button here? I don't know. Oops. All Progeny's flipping. What does he deal? He deals radiant damage on the flip side. I have, like, no powers here. I'm gonna throw a jab. Progeny cannot deal damage for, like, 4 turns. Also, if I had played, like, Heroic Interception, I guess that was an ongoing, so it would have been safe. We would have had 7 ongoing cards. No, we had played Surge of Strength, so we would have also still lost Heroic Interception, most likely. Recharge mode? With 2 Scion of Flames versus 1 recharge mode? I don't know. We have made a lot more progress in this game versus the last one because he's not been regaining HP, so like Scion of Frost has not been like getting in the way. The bad news about flipping Progeny is he plays 2 cards. He gets Frost next turn. Oh, good! Villain cards! Why couldn't you have played to that next turn when Scion cards are not indestructible? Also, thank you, Zidfell. Obvious Futility is back. So Grappling Hook, the Obvious Futility. We're not worried about the damage here because he's going to be prevented again with Hypersonic Assault, most likely. So you're saying I should thank myself. I jinxed it myself. Rude. The best part of recharge mode is I don't have to think about what Bunker's doing. All right. Progeny has a +2, but we have a +2. Dr. Tremata! Twisting back alleys or blighted streets. Well, he's not dealing damage for a bit, so blighted streets isn't that bad. Hero cards cannot be played. Remember when I said he's not playing cards? Or remember when I said he's not dealing damage? That was a lie. We are destroying 2 Scions. We're also losing all of our ongoing cards. All of them. I guess it's okay. Motivational charge. What's the worst that he could play? Oh no, I have to make a decision here, except it doesn't matter. Alright, Frost is the worst. And then... that's not really a decision, but whatever. We get a new Scion. The Scion is Scion of Blight. Oh no, I have to discard cards now. Can you please not die, Tachyon, please? Oh no, you're dying. Never mind. Okay. It sucks. Never got that hypersonic assault into play, or lightspeed barrage rather. That one. Wraith is dead. Oh no! Anyway. Well, this is kind of going the way it usually does, which is only one hero survives. One player may play a card. Cold Snap. Play a card, reduce damage, card from player's trash in the hand. Play a card, draw a card, player's trash in the hand. What? These are almost the same. That's weird. Legacy's still alive. Can Legacy stay alive? Probably not. Losing Legacy is kind of bad though, because then we lose a +1 on Absolute Zero. Destroying Blighted Streets plays a villain card. We also don't have Environment Destruction anymore. The two heroes that have Environment Destruction died. Unless your incap is Environment Destruction. Reduce damage dealt by environment cards by 2. That's actually not bad. So it seems like it's just going to be Absolute Zero's game is what I'm hearing. If I trash the hand next evolution, you're right. I do have that here. Because he does deal radiant damage, and that's always going to Legacy if we keep Absolute Zero high enough. So yeah, that's probably reasonable then. One of these is to put next evolution in the hand. And if I do Legacy Ring, I could also do the Galvanize. So next evolution in the hand, play next evolution, play Legacy Ring. So we can do one play on Absolute Zero, and that play could be Cold Snap. We could do onboard first to see what we get off that. Like Absolute Zero is definitely the hero that if he's the only hero the only hero to stay alive, he can definitely do it. And Blighted Streets is actually helpful for Absolute Zero, fun fact. Okay. Scion of Blight. Legacy's probably not surviving after all. That's okay. This is actually really fine. Do I need to hit myself for the cold? I think I do. It's tempting to want to hit Progeny with that, but I'm also going to be hit with the lightning. I mean, I heal this, but if I didn't do the heal, I'd be much lower. All right, we could destroy Time of Tribulations if we wanted. If we leave it out, we could lose Scion of Blight, which saves us from discards. Also, this is going off, and that's melee damage, and that's rude. And I can't stop that. Makes me lose the ring, but Legacy's dying anyway, so it's not really much of a difference there. Heroic Interception doesn't make Legacy immune to damage. I lose these equipments, but I also have a modular realignment to bring them back, so I'm not as worried about those. I could try to reduce the next damage to Legacy by 2, but I don't think that's enough. Because this is 4 plus 1. Plus 1. It's 6 damage. I could do next evolution to be immune to melee, but then I die to the Radiant. Plus whatever other damages he deals. Oh my god. He's either dealing 1 energy damage to everyone, or 1 lightning damage to everyone, or 1 energy damage to everyone, and then he's doing another card play. And if he plays Scion of Storm, it's another card play. The worst he could do is Form of the Harbinger into Scion of the Storm, into Form of the Harbinger, into Scion of the Storm, into the Inevitable. He could do that next turn very easily. I don't even know if Absolute Zero survives that. I think I have to destroy Scion of Flame with Time of Tribulations for Absolute Zero to survive. What if I lose Blighted Streets? It plays an extra card, in which case I could do the Inevitable. Actually, if he starts with the Inevitable, he doesn't actually play these. He discards everyone else. What is your damage on the front side? It's energy, right? Losing Legacy is probably probably fine. Probably. Incapping Legacy might even be better. No, because I want the Scions to be destroyed before Legacy dies. But he dies to this, and then this doesn't destroy anything. Damn it. Legacy needs to survive. I guess we could make him immune to melee to survive this, and then this goes off. Because he flips to the start of the turn if, like, Legacy's dead and Absolute Zero has 10 plus. Does he survive if he regains 2 HP? Probably not. Do you have a next evolution in your trash? No. If you could be immune to 2 types of damage, would that be enough? Probably not, because you still take the lightning or the energy off of these. You've been dealt 5 fire damage since your last turn. Interesting. In which case, I want to play Coolant Blast and use it, I feel like. So let's do that, then. And if Legacy's dying, he discards. think I hit myself for the fire to charge up Coolant Blast, because this damage dealt since the end of my last turn. So yeah, I want to hit myself for fire as much as I can. Even if I'm just going to heal off it. Oh, I hit the wrong person for this. I'm not playing Sub-Zero Atmosphere. Maybe I should have played a different one. Because he plays back for strike instead. I mean, I lost my mint. Oh no. Do we still have Galvanize active right now? Alright, be immune to melee. You only died to the ambitious racketeer, but we already destroyed it, right? Yeah, we did. Ow. Oh boy! Well, that kills Legacy. So we left the Time of Tribulations out for no reason, is what that means. He's not playing multiple cards now, though. He's flipping back. And he's getting a new Scion. Yay! Scion of Flame. Oh, but I destroyed the isothermic. Oh, and then I died. No! 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 I was going to win! No! No! No, that's rude. All right. I don't know if try again would work. It probably does, because why wouldn't it? I'm just going to start the game this way. Okay. New game. Like, it has to work. I don't know why I did just hit try again. Otherwise, people would complain too much. So we're back to this again, aren't we? Search yourself, throat jab, 2 trust funds, coolant blast, focused apertures, impale, modular realignment, decommissioned hardware, flat cannon, 2 grenade launchers, HUD goggles, light speed barrage, pushing the limits, quick insight, bolster allies, inspiring presence, 2 surges of strength. Starting with Scion of Flame again. Well, we're not playing cards. So what's up, people? How you doing? I thought this was a card game. Has anyone gotten One Deck Galaxy yet and has played it? I got it 2 days ago. I've played it twice. I've lost twice. I played it last night and it took me like 3 hours, but like half that time was spent double checking the rules. And I ended up losing because I don't know. Then I played today and it lasted for like half an hour because like the what is it called? The thing I was playing against Basically, you lose if you go through the deck once and you don't manage to confront the guy. I don't know if the words are yet, but I lost because I went through the deck once without confronting the guy. This is gonna be a quick match, let me tell you. Hour of Reckoning is a pretty bad card on the front side of Advanced Progeny because not only can you not play cards, but you also don't lose the Scion, which is usually the trade-off. And he's playing extra cards too. Let's just start the game with Progeny playing 15 cards before we can play our first card. How about that? Well, the good news is Time of Tribulations is not increasing his end of turn damage. We can play cards. He's destroying equipments. We don't have anything in play, so we can definitely not play equipments. Just throat jab him, like. Just throat jab him. We have a stun bolt this time. That's nice. That's a card we didn't have last time. So the equipments die, so I will just impale you. And we'll draw 2 cards. Keep the hug goggles. So yeah, keeping Time with Tribulations I think killed me last time in the end. But also the environment playing a card that said play the villain card also killed me. Like, mainly the reason I lost is because Legacy died on the environment turn. If the environment didn't play the card that killed Legacy, and then Time of Tribulations destroyed the Scion like we wanted, I think we would have been fine. Really, the issue is that Absolute Zero took damage when he wasn't going to take damage from end of turn Progeny, because Legacy was supposed to prevent Progeny from flipping or something. Or I guess he was. I don't know. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I just don't know how to play Sentinels. Maybe I shouldn't have left it. Because, like, I was thinking I could destroy Scion and Blight, but maybe I shouldn't have cared about it. I don't know. It is what it is. But it is a new day. See, the main issue with Dr. Tremata is you get to choose between 2 terrible environment cards. Would you like to take damage this way or this way? Good card. That used up the stealth. That's rude. That did, right? Yeah, it used up the stealth. That's rude. Oh well. You know, Sign of Blight would be really great with the Sentinels of Earth Prime hero. I forget whose name it is, but the one that doesn't... Daedalus. The one that you don't want to have 7 or more cards in hand with, because you usually skip your end of turn draw anyway. With Daedalus, it's like, I'm going to draw all the cards, and then I get to discard all the cards because I don't want to have 7 in my hand anyway. Joke's on you, progeny! But yeah, Tachion's the first hero that cared about discards. You don't have any more discards. So I'm just gonna have bunker discard. No point to heal. Focused apertures to make Impale hit harder. I'm gonna go with focused apertures. Not as worried about damage right now because we have a hypersonic assault coming up. Let's just stop the environment from playing cards. That's Bunker's best job. Turns out Bunker is the only hero in the history of Sentinels to prevent the environment from playing cards. Ow. That hurt. Another hypersonic assault. All right. Do have beginning of the ends. You don't have any more Hour of Reckonings. Yeah, you played both of them last turn, right? Okay. Or the first turn. Or second turn? I don't know. Or was that last game? I don't remember. You started this game off by playing Hour of Reckoning. I guess it was last game we played 2 Hour of Reckonings on the flip. That's what happened. Lighted Streets again? Oh yeah, we stopped the environment from playing cards so Toxic Sludge didn't come out. That's nice. There goes our setup. All of these cards. As bad as this card is, at least it's not as bad as Omnitron's cards. Omnitron, the classic difficulty 1 hero, has cards that say destroy all ongoing cards and also deal each hero target H+1 projectile damage. Also has a card that says destroy all equipment cards, deal each hero 2 lightning damage for each equipment card destroyed. Also a card that says destroy all environment cards, play as many villain cards as environment cards destroyed this way. I definitely don't think Omnitron is difficulty 1. I think he's complexity 1. I think it's really easy to understand how Omnitron works. I don't think he's difficulty 1. And you can't stop me. Smoke Bombs is kind of anti-progeny, isn't it? And he's not dealing damage this turn, no. I don't have anything else, though. Like... Ugh. I'll do Smoke Bombs, whatever. I could trust Fun to get to better stuff, but... I could also just impromptu invention and win. Yay! I lost my focused apertures and Impale. That's kind of rude. I lost all my stuff. So when I was in college, I remember hearing, because I played what was it? Settlers of Catan. And I was told that Settlers of Catan is like the gateway board game. Because like when you're young, you usually play like Monopoly, or you play Sorry, or you play other things. But Settlers of Catan is like the first board game you play that incorporates strategy in a way that you don't normally do. Like with Monopoly, there's strategy, but if you just play casually with family, you're not doing strategy, really. Settlers of Catan, there's strategy. There's also screwing over your friends and all that. But when you play Settlers of Catan, then you start getting into other kinds of board games. And you realize how many strategic board games there are out there. I feel like Sentinels of the Multiverse was also a gateway board game as well. At least for me. It opened my eyes to cooperative board games and card games. You thought Ticket to Ride was the gateway to Catan? I played Ticket to Ride after Settlers of Catan. But I can also see that. But like, I played Settlers of Catan when I was an undergrad, and this was in 2008. And I also played board games throughout college, but I didn't play them as often as my freshman and sophomore years when I had a bit more free time and I was hanging out with all of my like dorm room friends. After that point, I'm more associated with like the math department, and we were all usually super busy that we just didn't have time to do board games and stuff. But then I went to grad school, and I also didn't have as much time, but I also got into Sentinels of the Multiverse. Partly because a friend of mine wanted to get it for Christmas, had me buy it from Amazon because I had Amazon Prime, and so I had free 2-day shipping. We bought it, we played it, we went on Christmas break. I came back from Christmas break. They played it a bunch over Christmas break. They said this game's amazing, we need to play it more. We played it more. I got super into it. I got the Sentinels app. I think it had literally just been released like months earlier. I didn't even notice. And then I noticed there was a Twitch stream for the game, so I started watching the Twitch stream and interacting in the Twitch stream. 4 years later, I became, I guess, host of the stream. Yeah. And now all of a sudden, now I'm playing all these like cooperative type games, and I really love cooperative games so much more than like the competitive type games. Because like with the competitive games, you end up in situations where the ideal play is to screw over someone, and that always makes that person upset. And depending on the people involved, they'll either cry because they lost, or they'll curse you out because you screwed over their game and they take it personally, and that's apparently accepted behavior in a competitive environment, is to curse someone out. And I just didn't enjoy that. But with cooperative games, we're working together against this villain. I'm playing the single player, so I'm not actually doing it the right way. But it felt nice to work with people instead of working against people. I mean, you could form alliances in competitive games, but in this, you are working together. I don't know. Does this mean you're older than me? I am 33 years old. How old are you? We have one more. No, we don't actually. I thought we had one more hypersonic assault, but I guess that was last turn. We have no more damage immunities, so the smart thing to do would be to get a stun bolt and probably a utility belt, since I don't have one. You turned 33 2 days ago? Happy belated birthday. I turned 34 in March, so I'm 9 months older than you. But hey, happy 33. I've been feeling my age a lot more lately, partly because I've started working in fast food as a second job. And I tend to close. And as the result, I work with a lot of high school kids. And they're all like 17 and 18. I'm like, holy shit. My colleagues are half my age. I guess technically half my age is 16.5, but 17 is sort of 16.5. 18 isn't as much, but yeah, so I guess Sunbolt, and then we do the other impromptu. Let me see if I get a utility belt. I did not. I have a blighted streets and a scion of flame. That's actually trash. I could, of course, not. Utility belt then. The nice thing about the Freedom 5 is you can very easily overwhelm the Scion of Frost. But still kind of annoying to have to deal with that. I would do modular realignment if I had an isothermic, but I don't. I mean, I take 3 fire damage and 4 cold damage if I do focused aperture, so I would profit a hit point, but I don't get as much mileage out of it, I feel like. I could do glacial structure and draw more. Thermal shockwave, but it's progeny for 3. He regains 2. I hit myself for 5. And then I also heal 3 from the cold that I would do, but I'm just gonna do glacial structure. Onboard module is good. Do we risk the card play? He still can't deal damage, right? Yeah, we can do that. And now we can't play cards. Yeah, that kind of sucks. There's a chance we can destroy it. We could let it destroy Scion of Frost, though. As much as we said it, we can overwhelm it. We could also just not have to deal with it. He's going after Tachyon, so we do... Well, we have Synaptic Interruption. Let's see. Maybe we draw a damage thing? Oh, we have smoke bombs. No, we don't have smoke bombs. We had smoke bombs that got destroyed, I think. No, we have smoke bombs. Nice. Debating whether I do Synaptic even though they're smoke bombs. I guess smoke bombs could be destroyed. You go destroy utility belt, I guess. Oh, I guess no. Right, well, yeah. One of Tachyons gets destroyed, one of... Yeah. It's not a burst, but I don't want it. Oh, good. Villain plays with Time of Tribulations in play. Yay! And, well. All right. Setup wrecked again. This choice slightly matters. So, like, Time of Tribulations is destroying null point for sure. So we always destroy null point here because it's gone anyway. And then there's 6 cards here, 4 of which are Wraiths and 2 of which are Bunkers. And 1 of Bunkers is going away to Time of Tribulations anyway. So we're destroying 4 cards here. So we could destroy all of Wraith's cards and leave a Bunker card alive. But it seems like it's better to leave, like, Wraith cards alive. So this and that. And then I have to destroy 2 of these, but really 1 more of these. I mean, remember when I played that, but then I don't have it anymore? Yeah, I keep smoke bombs. Oh my god. Rook City is bad. Never play in Rook City, alright? Just never play in Rook City, guys. Obvious futility, awesome. There's no bouncing around here. Yeah, we also played Stun Bolt this turn, by the way. Obvious futility just wrecked Stun Bolt and Smoke Bombs. There's no Scion card. And then there's no way of making the rest work. I'm not feeling good about this one. Not gonna lie. We don't even have ongoing destruction? We do, but we can't get null point and play if I play it, but I mean... Oh no. And you're completely random what you're playing now. What do I play? I'm gonna suit yourself. I don't think it keeps me alive, but suit yourself. I have modular realignments to bring null points back if I ever want them. Oh boy. I'm not gonna galvanize this turn, and you can't stop me. Of course. Of course. Of course. Making it so I can't even play, like, anything. Of course. Of course. What do I do? Suit yourself. I guess I probably was supposed to keep smoke bombs in play to keep like Absolute Zero alive. 'Cause he's not healing. Okay, so I don't do that then because I have to play something else. Then you don't play an equipment. I guess we could just destroy Time of Tribulations instead, but then I'm also not playing Null Point, so it's like, why? If Absolute Zero dies, I'm not very confident that I can win this, but Progeny has not been making this easy at all. Do I go for it? Kind of want to wait. I'm just gonna wait because I don't think it's gonna win me the game to play that this turn. Don't discard that, please. Thank you. Hey, I'm kind of in a bad mood right now. That's why I'm not saying as much. Oh, good. Scum and Villainy with Time of Tribulations in play. How many times has this happened? Obvious futility to make smoke bombs less good. Awesome. Cold damage without thingy. At least this bounces around, but it serves zero purpose without, like, frickin'... With obvious futility, it serves zero purpose. Oh my god. I'm just doing it because why not? Who wants to die? Oh, good. Another round of 1 damage to everyone, followed by a Scion that deals 1 damage to everyone, but it's really 2. Followed by an extra card play, because why not? At least we don't have smoke bombs anymore. That sounds like that works. Doesn't work. Alright, I'm losing the +1 damage because it's killing us. Ah! Is this bad play or is this bad luck? Oh good, another round of 1 damage to everyone, followed by another obvious futility to make it even harder to make your damage not be irreducible. And Tachyon's dead, so I should have done the light speed barrage when I had it. But we have 2 people with 1 HP each, and there's a scum of villainy that if it's destroyed, plays a card. Oh no, sorry, it's not the one I was thinking of. But this is the same situation as before. We don't have environment destruction anyway. I think we're just dead, aren't we? I can't even modular realignment. I died of the fire damage. God damn. Actually, I have to use several actions here. And you have -2. I could field freeze to destroy the obvious futilities. Lead from the front to save absolute 0 from the scum and villainy damage. Okay. Absolute 0 is at 1, he's at 12. Not as bad as it seems. It's bad, but we're not immediately dead yet. I'm not willing to do that. All right, he's flipped. He's not playing extra cards, except he has the Sign of the Storm, and he's also destroying my setup again. Oh my gosh. Ha, joke's on you. I don't have a setup. I could modular realignment. Not as bad. It's bad having the Sign of Storm in play, because I can't really do anything. I mean, Signs are indestructible and he has extra card plays, but you know. Get rid of this shit. I guess I could have focused apertures first. I don't care anymore. Guess what? Second lowest is Progeny. Joke's on you. New Scion? That Scion is Scion of the Storm, so he's playing 3 cards per turn. This is balanced. Another Scion of Frost, but hey, that heals Absolute Zero. The Inevitable to play an ongoing card, which is Time of Tribulations. Destroy an equipment card, but I can just destroy it with 3, so it's not as bad. Okay. When Scion cards are indestructible, I will not let Time of Tribulations go off. I'll tell you that much. I'm just biding time for the next beginning of the end. That's kind of what it's come to. Kind of sucks. You have Coolant Blast in your trash? You do. Hour of Reckoning is the only card in the deck. Thank you, Tony Taras. Hero cards cannot be played. Time of Tribulations. Scion of Flame. But wait, it's fire damage. No reason to do that, because you're going to heal it back. I can now play cards. I did you 1 point of damage and you will like it. And you work. How do we win? I don't know what the victory condition is right now. This seems like a bad loop. I know, right? I honestly don't know how I win. I have to flip him, but I also can't go to less than 10 before his turn because I'll just die. So yeah, I don't know. Get the do most of the damage on Absolute Zero's turn. Get the Impale back. play Impales on Progeny, Cold Snaps on Progeny. I don't know. We die as soon as he plays beginning of the end, I'm pretty sure. But he's playing 3 cards per turn, so it's kind of inevitable he's going to do that anyway. I'm just going to heal myself. I don't know. Hitting Progeny means he heals more. Like, Coolant Blast heals me more, but it also heals him more. So I'm destroying one of these. Do I have a field freeze? I don't know. Elemental outbursts are awesome. They are making my Coolant Blast better. So, do you have a field freeze? You do not. All right, I have to destroy obvious utility then. I mean, this might as well go to Progeny. This is, he's already dealt damage. He's already been dealt damage this turn, so I might as well just capitalize on that. What was that? I have no more module cards in my deck? Oh. I mean, I guess I could Ambitious Racketeer. Like, might as well. That heals him for 4, so I don't do that. And then I heal off this. Oh, okay. So maybe that was the better plan. Maybe not. Oh, good. Extra villain plays, because why not? I'm fine with this. Just keep playing Elemental Outburst. Keep me alive. The strategy is to play a fat coolant blast on my turn, but this fails if he plays beginning of the end. Inevitable is fine because it could discard beginning of the end, and it did. Yes! There's a chance! I'm not looking at the deck. I don't want to know how futile this is. Okay. It's fine. Sign a blight, whatever. Yeah. Hit me more. All right, he's shuffling his trash now. Here we go. It's all up in the air what he plays now. I'm a tribulation. It's an ongoing card. I can destroy it with the thing I brought back from my trash. Field freeze. I'm gonna play a Frostbound Dragon on my turn. This is going to hit Progeny though. I don't think I have as many hit points as I would like to have. This isn't a fat coolant blast. I expected nothing, and I'm still let down. I don't have cards to play now. Wait, I clicked absolute zero. That was wrong. I did not mean to do that. Progeny's flipping, by the way. I can't stop that. So hopefully we destroy Scions. The only way we can destroy Scions is if he plays Scion of Blight. Oh no, wait. No, yeah, there's 7 Scions in play. Oh my god. I could play the top card and hope that it's an ongoing that destroys things. Nope. It does heal me, I think. I think it heals me for more than it damages me. Because, like, I was hit for 3, but I healed 6, so I healed for 3 off that hit. Heal for 5 here, so I've healed for 8, and then this hits me for 4. So I healed 4 off that card. This hits Progeny. He heals it. Oh, no, I already hit him. Never mind. I already did the thing. I don't know. All right, he's flipping. I'm at 6. This is fine. This is not fine. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. This was obviously futile. Man, these are brutal. Should I try one more time at 9:54 p.m.? Can I do a poll? Question. Should I try again? Response, yes, no. Duration, let's make it 2 minutes. 2-minute poll, should I try again? How many of you are gonna stay around if I were to try again? Well. One yes, one no. Well, this was obviously futile. Oh my gosh. There's only 2 people, apparently. How many people are in chat, according to this? Well, Commander Root is a bot, and then there's Iron Moose and Zidfell, who's been commenting. There's 2 people that are lurking. Seamus, who might have just fallen to bed. Nightbot is a bot. So it's really just 2 lurkers and a Seamus. So... if the lurkers want to vote, don't worry, I will not call you out. But if you don't make a decision here, you are actually making a decision. That's one of my I think it was from Lost is what I'm thinking about. There was a character that said something like, not making a decision is a bad decision. Wait, no, it's not from Lost. No, it's from The Walking Dead. That's what it was. It was Negan talking to Rick about something, and he said, not making a decision is a bad decision. It was like, no spoilers, but it was like he put Rick in an impossible situation, and Rick didn't want to make the decision, but Negan was like, if you don't do this, then I will kill your people. So not making a decision is a bad decision. All right, well, 50% yes, 50% no with 2 votes. So I would say I would try another quick game, but I've done 3 games tonight and it took me 3 hours, so it's really a 1-hour game per. And the last 2 games were kind of brutal, so I kind of don't want to do this. Let's get out of this music. It's nice music, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna just, if you choose not to decide, you've still had made a choice. Yep. Because I don't know, a lot of people are of the mentality that like, well, it doesn't really matter to me, so I'm just not going to choose it. I'm going to leave it up to you. But you're still kind of making a choice there. Anyway, I will be done for tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your stay. This was Dolphin's Dive in 2022. We at least managed to win 2 of the Progeny one-shots so far. Have to get past this one, which ended December 12th, so I was wrong on both of the possible dates I said. This was 5 years and 17 days ago that people were struggling in this. But it's a random start, so you could just keep hitting new game until you find the setup that wrecks Progeny. Which certainly exists. I mean, I've had good starts here. Like, we've been able to shut him down with... We didn't get a takedown, but we have had him not deal damage for like 4 straight rounds. The problem is that we just couldn't really get set up after that, because he, like, while we took him down, he also proceeded to destroy our setup. So, like, I think what would really help a lot is Wraith with infrared eyepiece to control what he plays. That would go a long way in this match, because if he's on his front side and we stop him from dealing damage, he's only playing 1 card per turn. If we know exactly what that card is, like if he doesn't play Sign of the Storm in the opening, and we know exactly what his card play is, then we can like make sure that he doesn't stop us. But we never saw an infrared eyepiece. To be fair, I could have had an infrared eyepiece, but I opted for damage reduction, and that was probably my mistake. I had 2 impromptu inventions, and I proceeded not to play infrared eyepiece. Is it even called infrared eyepiece? Maybe I'm lying to you. I don't know. It's late. What's the Wraith card that I'm thinking about? Yeah, it's infrared eyepiece. Because, like, deck manipulation is really strong in Sentinels. Stopping the villain from playing cards is really strong in Sentinels. And minimizing the number of card plays is really strong, which is why I've always prioritized destroying Scion of the Storm. So maybe the priority in Advanced Progeny is not to flip Progeny. Because, like, ordinarily, you know, frontside Progeny deals damage to each hero target, but backside Progeny deals damage to only the hero character card with the lowest HP, which sucks, but it's at least only one target instead of 5 targets in this game. Of course, the advanced rules make this a little bit weirder because it's kind of like the front side sucks because Scions are indestructible, but the back side sucks because he plays 2 cards even without Scions. So it kind of sucks either way. So I don't know. But I don't know. I want to listen to better music than that. Not that that's bad music. I want to listen to something friendlier. It's the one I'm thinking of. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. This is the Spirit Island music. I mean, it's not Spirit Island. More info. Now, this just has links to the Sentinel Comics Wiki, the letters page, episodes that talked about the stuff. Freedom Tower is always a good choice. I just wanted to listen to this one. All right, again, this is the end of Dolphin's Dive for 2022. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your stay. We will be back next Thursday for our the monthly Oblivion match. I guess we could make it an annual Ultimate Oblivion opener, but I'm not really too keen on Advanced or Challenge Oblivion. I'm just gonna wait until I see that in a one-shot or something. Because Advanced just adds a lot of advanced texts. Like, you could just play Advanced Oblivion with standard Scions, or you could play Standard Oblivion with Advanced Scions. But why? I don't know. Like, I definitely have a handle on Standard Oblivion, but I'm not really ready to move on up. I'm kind of a fraidy cat in that regard. I'm fine just having a chill Oblivion day, really. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Check out the other streams they have on this channel. Every Friday at 4 p.m. is Luck of the Seamus with Seamus the Hug Monster. Every Saturday at 1 p.m. is Spirit Island Saturdays with usually myself and usually Seamus. And we will be on for New Year's Eve, so be sure to check us out for the last Spirit Island Saturdays of 2022. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. is Handelabra Live with John. Check out that stream if you want to see some previews of Sentinels of Earth Prime. If I remember, I will try to enable Earth Prime content for Oblivion next week, but we'll see if I remember that, because last month I forgot. Handelabra products include Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island, and they are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. And One Deck Dungeon is also available on Switch. And as mentioned, Sentinels of Earth Prime is in active development. Find more information on those games at handelabra.com. If you would like to watch these streams live, follow us at twitch.tv/HandelabraGames. Or if you're watching live and would like to watch the past broadcasts, watch them on YouTube at Handelabra. Or also follow our Facebook page or Twitter page. Follow me personally at Logic Dolphin on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, or pretty much any avenue. My Twitch channel is currently devoted to randomizers of games from the Final Fantasy XIII trilogy, which is certainly a different kind of medium from, you know, digital-based card games. It's more of an RPG, but randomizers are fun. They bring a breath of fresh air to some of these classic games that you've played. All right, that will wrap it up for this week. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys around. Happy New Year, and happy holidays.